Hello everyone, this is Adrian, co-founder and CTO of Chartlog. Today I'm going to be talking about all the new features that we pushed out last weekend for our strategies feature. I'm just going to be going through things pretty quickly. We're going to have a webinar that goes more in depth, so just look out for the link. It should be in your email. If you want to learn more, just sign up for it, and we'll be taking questions and everything during the webinar. So with the new strategies, we added a lot of things to make it a lot more powerful and a lot easier for you guys to actually like see the analytics and like the profit factor, the win ratio and expectancy and all that, so that you can really hone in on what strategies are winners and what strategies are losers for you guys. So let's get to it. In order to start creating a strategy, you got to head over to chartlog/strategies. Now I'm going to be creating an example of the ABCD strategy, which is pretty simple. So let's call it ABCD. When you first create a strategy, you get these default groups. You can go ahead and delete them or add your own group down here. I'm going to stick with this because these are pretty general, and most strategies have these types of groups. So for market conditions, I'm going to say that relative volume is greater than 1.2, and then I'm gonna say has catalyst, and I'm gonna say short interest is less than, I don't know, 30% or whatever. I'm just making stuff up here. For entry triggers, I'm going to say, let's just say bull flag forms, tests support, bounces off support. And again, these aren't examples of good rules or good entry triggers. I'm just kind of trying to fly through this to just show you guys like how to basically create strategies and stuff like that. So exit trigger is, I'm just going to say R1.2 or something like that. Here we go. Okay, so create strategy. So now that you have it created, you can go ahead and come in here and actually write down some notes, like more detailed notes. These are my notes. And if you have, pictures of actual charts that show the strategy, you can click on this down here and add whatever pictures you want. So I'll add a cool picture of a Subaru. There you go. It's very applicable. So now you hit save, and if you go over to the rules tab, you can see all the rules that you've created, the groups. You can add more rules even after the fact. You can delete rule groups. You can add more rule groups here. And once you start assigning this strategy to trades, you'll see, okay, this rule, I followed this rule, 4 times out of 5 trades, for example. And then you'll have the statistics for each rule here. So you'll have your gross profit loss for this rule, depending on if you followed it or not, the win rate, the profit factor. So you'll have a breakdown for every rule. So you'll basically know which rules are working for you and which are not, and then you can adjust your strategy and get rid of some rules or add new rules. Down here in the trade section, you'll be able to see all the trades that you've assigned this strategy to. And in the sample sets, you'll be able to see your metrics broken down by sample set. Now, sample set essentially is a group of trades that you want to test this strategy on. So let's say, for example, this is my initial strategy that I want to test. All the rules, I want to try and follow them, and I want to test them on 50, or no, let's start with a small number because this is a short video. I want to test it on 3 trades, all right? So what I do then is I go to a sample set, go to sample sets right here. I click, I want to start a new sample set, and I'm going to test this strategy on 3 trades. So you start your sample set. Now you can see you have sample set 1 that's active. 0 out of 3 trades. Everything's 0 because we haven't assigned it to anything. So let's go to the journal. Let's go to November. Okay, so let's say on HOFV I did ABCD, right? So I assign the strategy here. Now you can see sample set 1 is active, and my sample set is 3 trades. So I have this sample set 33% completed. Now what you do here as a trader is you go through your checklist. Like, was this stock actually 1.2 relative volume? Yes. Did it have a catalyst? Yes. Was the short interest rate less than 30? Let's say that wasn't true this time. So did I follow my entry triggers? Yes, I followed all of them, and my exit trigger. So I followed 86% of my rules. That's pretty good. So now let's go to SRNE. Again, let's pretend that I followed ABCD strategy on here. Okay, so as you can see here, I just assigned ABCD to SRNE, and our sample set is nearing completion. So let's say I followed all of my rules this time, 100%. Great. Now let's assign this strategy to one more position. Now let's say this time I didn't follow the market conditions, but I followed everything else. Now you can see our sample set is complete. So let's go back over to the strategies page and look at our statistics. So very generally for the strategy as a whole, you can see that my expectancy is 2.98, which essentially means that's my profit that I can expect per trade. I have one sample set. I have 3 trades assigned to this strategy, and this is my total profit loss. This is essentially what I can expect to win over time. Let's go to sample sets. You can see my expectancy per sample set right here. Overall, this is a profitable strategy so far. And now let's stop it first. Stop active sample set. And now we can go and let's say we want to change a couple of rules. Which one didn't I really follow? This one. I didn't follow it that much. So let's get rid of this one. Delete. And it looks like, you know, these rules are doing good, so I want to keep those. And these aren't too bad, so I'm going to keep those too. Now I want to test this new version of my strategy. So I'm going to create a new sample set. 3 trades. And now essentially what I would do is, you know, the days go by and I would continue testing this sample set and, you know, see if it's profitable or not. And that's basically how you would go through your strategies and hone them and make sure that they're profitable.